Hello world, Shelly here, and it's time for another episode of Foundation Fest, and today I'm checking out from BeautyCounter the Skin Twin Featherweight Foundation. Retails for $52 for 1 ounce or 30 milliliters of product. Ulta's got 27 shades on their website. I've got shade Light 210, which looks like the fourth lightest shade. They call it light with neutral undertones. This is clean, cruelty-free, and sustainably packaged. BeautyCounter Skin Twin Featherweight Foundation delivers second skin coverage with hyaluronic acid for a plumper look and all-day hydration. I am looking through the ingredients here. Looks like your typical silicone type of foundation. It does have, let's see, castor oil is listed at the very end, so there's oil in it. Very, very bottom of the list. Glycerin, it's got some jojoba esters. Looks like a hydrating style of foundation. It's a fairly short ingredient list relative to other ones I've seen. I don't see any added fragrance here going on. So, and according to Ulta, it is listed as a clean foundation. They say second skin wear blends seamlessly into skin for a weightless, breathable, natural finish. Lasting coverage. It provides buildable light to medium coverage that lasts all day. Asterisk. Via color true hydrophobic pigments. I gotta look for this asterisk. Based on 32 subject clinical study after 8 hours. All day to me is 14 hours. Just saying. Alright, so 8 hours is what they define all day to mean. Skincare benefits. Hyaluronic acid visibly plumps and smooths skin immediately and helps to minimize the appearance of fine lines over time. No added fragrance. Alright, I didn't even have to look for it. I just had to read the description, which I did not do ahead of time. Here we are reading it now. Alright, hyaluronic acid, hydrophobic, all the things I said. So, that is what we got going on. Let's take a look at shade Light 210 swatched against a few others in my collection. Swatch time. First up is today's foundation from BeautyCounter, the Skin Twin Featherweight Foundation in shade Light 210. Second, I've got from Estee Lauder, the Double Wear Stay in Place in 1C1 Cool Bone. Third up is MAC Studio Sculpt in NW15. And last, I've got from Wet n Wild, the Tinted Hydrator in Fair. I've already cleansed, moisturized, and sunscreened this 48-year-old face. I will go in on one face. I only have one face. One side with a dampened sponge. Other side, I've got my BK Beauty 101. We will see if brush or sponge is preferred. I did prime with the Calorie So Balone Primer. I also wanted to mention this foundation is getting 4.7 out of 5 stars with over 1,500 reviews on Ulta's website. That's like levels of good reviews. I haven't read any of the reviews because I don't like to taint my opinion going into these things. I like to come at it as fresh as I can, as blind as I can. But that's a lot of good reviews. I also like this packaging. It's got, you know, the pump built into the top there. Alright, let's see what we got in terms of drippiness, texture. Alright, there we go. Not super runny. Let's start with the sponge. It does feel like a substantial texture to it, so I feel like a little is probably going to go a pretty long way. You know, that was just one dab of my finger, and I got pretty much my whole face going here. So let's start with the sponge. I'm not smelling anything. That is a good sign. Sometimes things that have no added fragrance end up smelling like the ingredients that they're made of, which is fine, but also doesn't always smell good. This just smells like nothing, which, bravo for no fragrance in foundation. I don't want fragrance in my foundation. Please take it out. It is sensitizing, and I do not want to end up having to be one of those people that has to avoid fragrance intentionally because I'm sensitized, because everything we put on our skin today has it. Pretty light coverage, sheer, I would say, with one pass and the sponge. Let's take a look at the brush side of things. I love a no fragrance facial product. This looks thick when you pump it out, but it actually shears out quite a bit as you apply it. Like, you can actually see it shearing out, and I actually kind of like that because I feel like that's going to make it buildable to whatever level of coverage I want it to be. We will test that buildability in a moment. Buildability? Is that a word? I think it's a word. Pretty light coverage with the brush as well in one pass. Not a big difference, slightly more coverage with the brush, but just a smidge. They look very similar one side to the other, so I don't think, I'd say go with whichever your preference is. Brush, sponge, I bet fingertips would even be fine with this one. It has a nice slip to it. Let's try and build it just a little bit. I still have a bunch of product left, so I'm gonna kind of go for a full second layer, if you will, and we'll see if it's buildable. I'm just gonna build with the brush because it seems like it went well with the brush, so let's just keep on rolling. I am taking it up under my eyes as well, since I've not been wearing separate concealer as of late. Pretty much the last couple years I haven't really worn separate concealer all that often. Today, like these days, when I go in with concealer, it'll typically be because I'm wearing a super light coverage or sheer like tinted moisturizer or BB cream, and I just want to spot conceal. But it's been working fine to use my foundation. All right. I have a little bit of peely skin happening over here. You can see it just a little bit. The product is clinging just a little bit to the edges. It's not a big deal. It's not looking too bad. And, you know, you can only expect so much when you've got peeling skin. And I just did a good old exfoliation this morning, which is probably why I've got some peelies left over. Now I'm just going to try and get my under eye, build up a little on my sunspots and a little on my blue blood vessel. I would say this is buildable, but I don't think you're going to get all the way to a medium coverage. I would say it is buildable to a light medium, because I would still call this like the very lowest end of medium coverage. I might even say it's still on the light coverage side of the fence. It has a nice feel to it though. I like it just feels moisturizing, which is nice, but it does not feel like it's gonna slide around. Like, it's not super emollient, it just has a good slip to it. I can't really describe it. I know that that's a terrible description. All right, that was all that I had pumped out. Shall we zoom in and get a look at what is going on here? The coverage, I would say, like I said, I'm going to go, you know, highlight coverage, low, medium coverage. I do have a little bit of peeling going on. It's handling it pretty well. You can see the edges of that skin, but it is not too bad. Yeah, I'd say high end of light. I can still see my sunspots poking through. It's handling my pores nicely. I think they look nicely smooth. Texture looks blurred a bit. I think everything is looking pretty smooth, pretty nice. It's not settling into lines. I'm looking at my forehead lines right now. Not settling into lines. We will see if it moves around or anything like that. It's got a good reflect to it. I would call this like very lightly dewy, just a smidge dewy, because I have nothing else going on my face, and I am getting reflect off the high points of my face from the lighting. So I would say we have a little bit of luminosity going on here. Let's check the time. 4:07. I know I'm getting a late start today. Well, maybe it'll only be an 8-hour test. 4:07. I'm gonna go put the rest of my face on. I will be right back. All right, back with the BeautyCounter Featherweight. It definitely feels featherweight. It feels like nothing on the skin. Very, very light on the skin, which I enjoy. The clinging to the dry skin, especially over here, has kind of settled and I don't know, reabsorbed back into my face. It's not obvious anymore. Part of that is probably, you know, blush bronzer highlight is hiding some of it. But that has dissipated a little bit, which is good. It's still clinging to some dry skin around here, but it's not bad at all. You know, very, very tolerable. It's I would say at this level, if it stays like this in terms of the flaking and peeling areas, it would be something I would reach for intentionally because it's handling it quite well. And maybe that's the featherweight nature of it, I don't know. But everything blended okay. I went a little ham on the blush today, but every time I do that, you all say, you should wear blush more. I just don't. I was teased as a child for my tomato face, and so anything that makes me even feel like I'm approaching tomato face makes me like, I don't want it. So I've been trying to get some of the blush to go away. Childhood trauma. Sometimes you just never get over it. It is what it is. Now I don't care if people call me tomato face. But you know, like those hardwired responses in your brain to things that happen. It's like, well, today I don't care, but like then I did. I cared a lot. Anyway, let's talk about what's on my face. This was actually filmed as a video that you have already seen. Back in history, I did the whole how I applied it, and it was the challenge of what makeup would I replace immediately if I lost all of my makeup. Now, my choice for foundation would have been the NARS. I won't go through that whole that whole video all over again because I talked about some alternatives too, but let me tell you what I ended up with on my face. The blush is, well, let's do bronzer first. Where did it go? I need to replace it. I need a new one. This one's hard pan and it's super old. Balm Desert bronzer. Blush is Flower Beauty in Sweet Pea. And do you remember this highlight? Oh, I don't even know if they still make it. If they do, I will link it down below. Laura Geller Diamond Dust. Oh, I forgot how amazing it is. It's got this like pink reflect to it. Oh, it feels so soft. And this is a million years old too. So I'm surprised it's even still working. Look at the, oh, it's just my freaking favorite. It's so good. I'm leaving this on my vanity because I need to wear it more because I put it on and I almost just fainted. I was so excited. It was so pretty. Oh. So that's my blush bronzer highlight. My eyes are the ColourPop Stone Cold Fox palette. My brows and lashes are Lawless. I do have the Lawless pencil in Pecan, the soft brow wax, the One and Done mascara. My tightline is the Flower Beauty pencil. My lip is the Jones Road lip tint in Nude Mauve. And is that all my makeup? I think that is all of my makeup. I am not going to go get a sandwich now because I'm filming this on Easter and they're not open. So I will make myself a sandwich. I eat a lot of sandwiches. I like sandwiches. What can I tell you? I'm going to have a sandwich and I'm going to have a hunk of the Kerrygold Reserve cheddar cheese that I get at Costco. Oh, Kerrygold. I cannot wait to be in your land again. It's Irish if you have never tried Kerrygold. Their butter, their cheeses are amazing. My favorite. So I'm going to go do that stuff. I will come back in a bit with a daylight check-in, and I will come back tonight and give you guys my final thoughts. It is 5:20. It's only been about an hour, but I wanted to get out here because I'm out here filling the bird bath. So I'm outside anyway, so might as well do the daylight check-in. I'm going to step back into the sunlight, but first I'll show you where we're at. Color match-wise, this one's a little smidge warm-toned. I know they called it neutral, but it leans a little warm on me, but it still seems to be working. I'm going to step back into the full sun. Here we go. Or trees. Where'd the sun go? I lost the sun. I lost it. Where? I think I can get some sun. All right, let's go over here. Whew. Whoa. I'll try to get the shadow off. Things are starting to turn green. That makes me happy. Shade match. Okay, that's bright. That's bright. Let's get out of the full sun. So, yeah. This one doesn't feel as hydrating as I thought it would. We're only an hour in and I already feel a little tight, which is a bummer because I did extra hydration today. So that's where we're starting out. And I think it looks nice though. It does look quite nice. But that's where we're starting out. I'm gonna go finish filling the bird bath, cleaning that out, and I will come back tonight. We'll wrap this one up. 11:12 p.m. That puts us right around the 7-hour mark. Let's take a look at how the BeautyCounter Skin Twin Featherweight Foundation held up. It looks wonderful. It feels so drying. I don't know how it feels. So I have not felt so dry and tight from a foundation in a very long time. I almost stopped this at the 4-hour mark and was like, I give up. Like, I feel it constantly on my face, the tightness. Like, I'm just dried out. Which really, like I said, it surprised me at the daylight check-in, which was only an hour in, because I did a whole bunch of extra moisturizing. The last few days I've actually been extra. I've been doing 3 skins in the morning, 7 skins at night. My skin's been in pretty good shape. I'm working on the peeling. I don't know what that's, I've mentioned that a few times. I think something's going on hormonally. I don't know. But it's just can't really be a natural cause, the dehydration that I'm feeling. So that's really a bummer because it looks really nice and it is super lightweight and it doesn't settle into lines and it's nicely smoothing and nicely blurring. I mean, if it didn't feel so drying, I'd be singing from the mountaintops right now. I'm kind of singing from the mountaintops that it's so tight on my face. Let's zoom in. Let me show you what's going on. I definitely think their estimate of an 8-hour wear day is more than accurate. I still feel like I probably have a couple more hours out of this. So when I can get 10 plus hours out of a foundation, that's what I consider a good wear time for a foundation. 14 plus is what I consider long wear, 12 to 14, you know, but I'll take 10 hours and I think this easily could make it 10 hours. I've lost a little coverage on my chin, but nothing too much. I did have to blow my nose a couple times today. What else is new? But nothing unexpected going on. Blush, bronzer, highlight look almost brand new. The product has not settled unusually anywhere. It's not settling into lines. It's not really moving around. It's not doing anything that I wouldn't want it to do. Everything looks fine except I feel really, really dehydrated in my face. And that's the bummer of the situation. So if I had to give a grade to the BeautyCounter Skin Twin, I'm gonna have to go B because I'm so uncomfortable right now. And I have been all day long. I've been distracted by how tight my face feels. I am going to wear this again, probably immediately, to verify that nothing unusual has happened, because I would like to do that before I get this to the editor so that if anything has changed, I can put it on the screen and let you know. I will pin comments on the video when it posts if there's any other kind of update to report, but I'm gonna go with a B. Let's go B plus because I think it is beautiful. I think it looks really nice. I think it's easy to wear. The only thing, if you have dry skin, is that it feels like it's quite drying. So good for maturing skin, not so good with dry skin. I'm gonna verify that though. So let's. Fingers crossed, I guess. We'll see. Let's go B plus. Let's go B plus. There you have it. Another episode of Foundation Fest is in the books. If you like foundation reviews, if you had fun with this one, thumbs up down below. Let me know in the comments. What would you like to see? What foundation should I pick up? What should I add to my list to buy? I keep a running list. I buy them whenever I get a chance. And as always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.